Hello, this is Arnold. In this video, we'll be talking about the part 2 of the first mechanic of case analysis, which is checking number 9, 10, 11, 16b, 17b, and 14a. For the test number 9, which is the true adduction of var, all you have to do is to compare it with the expected findings, which is 7 to 9, pre-sum, base out. So if number 9 is lesser than the 7, you will check it low. If number 9 is greater than 9, you will check it high. And if it is on the range of 7 to 9, you will not need to check it. So, nata example nga re. Ang sa ato first given is, uh, you check it high because ang kining 12 is greater than the 9. As a second example is, naman siya sa range sa 7 to 9. So, you will indicate it NC. Ang sa number 9 naman, ang number 9 to prism, since mas gamay man ang 2 kaysa sa 7, so you will check it low. So if number 9, x, or nobler, you will check from the number 10 break and compare that to expected findings of 7 to 9. Then apply the rules of checking number 9. Kini, may mga gamiton. So for example, ato number 9 nga rin is x, and our number 10 here is 17 over 10. So ang imong gamiton nga rin is ang number 10 break of number number 10 break of 17 prism. So I'm going to compare sa expected findings sa number 9, which is 7 to 9. So since ang kining break is greater than the 7 or 7 to 9, so check high. Then test number 10, or the convergence of var, the expected findings is equal to 19 over 10. So ang kining sa test number 10, wala ni CI and C. Because if equal siya sa 19 over 10, you will check it high. And also, if number 10 break is greater than 19 and recovery is at least 1/2 or more the break. So here are the examples. So ang kining first given, since equal man siya sa expected, so you will check it high. As for the second example, since ang kining break niya is greater than 19, unya ang iya pagid recovery is greater than the 1/2 of the break. So giyon sa manin nato pag-solve ang kining recovery is greater than 1/2 the break. So imo na siya i-compare, okay? So ang kining 21 pila may 1/2, that is 10.5. So na natin 10.5 no, mo nang 1/2 the break. So ang kining recovery, kining 12, imo na siya compare sa kadtong 10.5. So ang kining 12, which is our recovery, is greater than 1/2 the break, which is kadtong 10.5. So as you can see, kuan siya, greater. Muna siya ang sa check high. So high na siya. Then how do we check for low sa kining test number 10? That is if number 10 break is less than 19. And also if number 10 break is greater than 19, but recovery is not at least 1/2 or more the break. So kining sa example nato, ang kining first example, kung muna siyang napakita nga, ang break is lesser than number 19. Oh, lesser than 19 prism. And then for the second example, more than iya break og 19, pero iya recovery is lesser than the 1/2 of the break. Because, okay, sa may 1/2 sa 20, that is 10. Okay? So recovery, which is 9, recovery 9 is lesser than the 1/2 of the break, which is 10. So mo na check low siya. Then we have the test number 11, which is the abduction at var. So natin expected findings of 9 over 5. So the same sa test number 10, wala ni CI and C. So how do we check for high? So if equals is expected finding, we'll check it high. And if number 11 break is greater than 9, and recovery is at least one half or more the break. So same ra siya sa rules sa katong number 10. So not examples. Sa number 11, kining sa first example nato, since ang number 11 nato is equals is expected finding, so you will check it high. For the second example, which is 12 over 7, so higher iya break of 9, and recovery is also higher than one half the break. Pili recovery nato ang 7. Pili one half the break ang one half aning 12, which is 6. So 7 is greater than 6. So ni-apply siya ani na rule. So you check it high. And then how do we check for low? If break is lesser than 9, automatic, check it low. If number 11 is greater than 9 but recovery is not at least one half or more the break, so mo check ka nag-low. Okay, nata examples nga rin. Ang sa first example is, ang kining break nga rin is lesser than 9. For the second example, ang number 11 break is greater than 9, pero ang recovery nato is lesser than one half the break. Ang si recovery nato nga rin, ang 4. Ang one half the break is ang one half aning 11, which is 5.5. So, mas gamay man ang 4, kining sa recovery, kaysa sa 5.5, so, low siya. So, check low. And then we have here instance, if both number 10 and number 11 are low, you have to find the low of the two. The low will receive double check. Natay tulo ka rules ani. For the first rule, if one test is low because of low break, while the other test is low because of low recovery, the one with low break is you will double check it. Okay? So nata example nga rin. Ang sa first example nato is kuan siya. Ubos siya sa normal finding ang iya break. Number 10 break is lesser than lesser than 19. So if lesser than 19 siya, automatic nga low siya. So low break. Ang sa number 11 is 10 over 3. Naa sa expected iya break. That is why number 11 break is greater than 9. And recovery is lesser than one half the break. Muning nakapa-low niya ang kining ubos niya nga recovery. Because ang say recovery nga rin, ang 3. Ang one half the break is ang 10 over 2 or 5. So, low na ang duha, ang kining number 10 o number 11. Yeah. Dira ka mag-determine if asa dira ang low. So, according aning sa first rule, the one with low break is our low. And then for the second rule, if both tests are low because of low break, get the fraction expected as denominator. The one with smaller fraction will be double checked. Unsa man ditong kanina sa first? Ang sa first is, if one test is low because of low break, while the other is low because of low recovery. So, lahi sila no, low break o sa low recovery ang reason. Sa kining second is, tungod sila duha kay low break. So, di bang ka makaingon nga kanang kini mas low break ni siya. So, ang imo buhaton ana is, get the fraction para makita nimo kung asay mas ubos anang duha. So, mo nang go with the smaller fraction. So, sa number, ganing sa first nato sa number 10, kay gamay iya break because it is less than 19. And then sa number 11 is na consider siya na low because iya break sad is less than 9. So, all you have to do is to use this break, kining 18, as your numerator, and get the fraction expected as denominator. So ang imo expected as denominator. So unsa may expected aning number 10? Na break mo to ang 19. So 18 over 19 mo na siya. Imo ra ni solve. And then sa kining 11, same ra. Ang numerator is ang given na break. Nya ang imo denominator is ang expected, which is ang 9. 9 man ito ang expected aning sa 11. So 7 over 9 is 0.77. So asa may mas ubos aning duha? Ang kining 0.77. So ang ato number 11 is our low. Okay. So if ang number 2 is tungod sila duha kay low break, ang sa number 3 is because sila duha kay low recovery. If both tests are low because of low recovery. All you have to do is get the fraction expected as denominator. The one with smaller fraction is to be double checked. Okay, we have here note. In number 10, it should be 1/2 break is greater than 10. Else use 10 as denominator. And in number 11, it should be 1/2 break is more than 5. Else use 5 as denominator. Ako ra na siya explain more on. Okay, for sa ato examples nga rin. Okay, number 10, which is 21 over 8. So, okay ra iya break no, kay more than man siya. Number 10 break is more than 19, pero iya recovery is less than 1/2 the break. Because again, recovery is our 8, and 1/2 the break, kining 21, unsa may 1/2 so 21, 10.5. So, makonsider siya na low recovery. And then, mukuha ta sa, wala pa, ngare sa ta sa 11. Ang kini 11, na-consider niya siya na low recovery because more than iya number 9 lagi, pero iya recovery kay less than siya sa 1/2 the break. Because 3 is less than 5.5. Okay? Sige, okay. Low na ni sila ang kining number 10 og number 11. Ang ato buhaton sunod is to get the fraction of both para ma-determine nato asa ang low nila duha. Okay? So sa kining number 10, ang imong numerator is ang kining given na recovery 8 over ang denominator as expected. So magkuha ta sa 1/2 the break kining 21, 10.5. So ato na siya magamit ang kining naa sa note. So in number 10, it should be 1/2 break is greater than 10. So since kining 10.5 nato na value is greater than 10, so ato ra na siya ma-use as is nga ri sa denominator. So 8 divided by 10.5 is equal to 0.7. However, if ang ato baka nakakuha is kanang 9 baka siya na 1/2 the break, so direct ta makagamit nga automatic siya na ihimo siya 10 na lang kay mo man siya ang expected. Pero since ang ato man value nga ri is 10.5 which is greater than 10, so man ato siya gigamit as denominator. Yeah, sa number 11, same ra siya, gigamit ang 5.5 because it is greater than 5. So man na siya. Ako kani siya typo ni siya. Kining 8, it should be 3. So 3 divided by 5.5 is equals to 0.545, okay? So 3 na siya dapat. Kay ang kwan man given man siya na 3 gikan, okay? Proceeding with test number 16B, or positive fictional reserve, with the expected findings of 21 over 15, the same rin siya sa number 10 and 11, which wala sila and C. So if equal siya sa expected finding of 21 over 15, automatic na i-check high na nimo siya. And if number 16B break is more than 21 and recovery is at least 2/3 or more the break, i-check high sad na nimo siya. So for example, muna siya example ha. Sa kining first example nato is, since the same man siya sa expected na finding, so gi-check high siya. As for the second example, ang iya break is more than 21. And also, ang iya recovery is more than two-third the break. So, ang ato recovery nga ri is ang kining 16, unya ang kining two-third the break is ang two-third aning 23, which is equal to 15.33. So, mas dako man ng 16, so gi-check high siya. And then, how do we check for low? Muna siya if ang 16B nato na break is less than 21. Or it can be na ang 16B break is 20 more than 21 siya, pero ang iya recovery is not at least two-third or more the break. Okay, for example, example nga rin. So, sa first example, ang 19 nganhi is lesser than the expected. So, we need to check it low. As for the second example, is ang break niya is more than 21 lagi, pero ang iya recovery is less than two-thirds the break. Because ang kining recovery nato nga rin is ang 14, i-compare siya sa two-thirds sa break, which is ang 24, ang two-thirds sa 24. Pila may two-thirds sa 24? A, that is a 16. Okay? So, ang 14 compared sa 16, mas gamay ang 14. So, that's why you have to check it low. And then for the test number 17B, or the negative fusional reserve, not expected findings nga, 22 over 18. So, how do we check for high? If number 17B is equal to the expected finding, if number 17B is more than the 22, and recovery is at least 3/4 or more the break. So for example, ang kaning sa first given is equal to the expected, so check high. Ang kaning sa second example, ang 17B break is greater than 22, and also ang iya recovery is greater than 3/4 the break. So pila recovery nato nga rin is kining given, which is 19. Iya ang 3/4 the break. So ang kining 25 multiply nimo sa 3 and i-divide nimo 4. So 18.75. So ang kining recovery nato na 19 is greater than 18.75. So mo nang gi-consider siya na check high. And how do we check for low? So if number 17B is less than 22, unya if ang 17B break is mas dako lagi siya sa 22 pero your recovery is not at least 3/4 or more the break. So natin examples nga rin. For the first example, ang kining 21 niya na break is lesser than the 22 na expected. So, check low. For the second example, 17B is 25 over 17. Mas taas iya 25 sa 22, pero ang iya recovery is less than 3/4 the break. So, recovery is 17. Pila may 3/4 aning 25? 25 times 3 divided by 4, so 18.75. So, mas dako man tong 18.75 ang kining 3/4 the break, so gi-consider siya low. And the same as number 10 and the 11 nga nay low-low, ang kining 16B and 17B nasad siya ay low-low. So, same ra siya rules. Ang kining sa first rule niya is kanang if one test is low because of low break, while the other is low because of low recovery, so ang imong gihapon pilion is ang the one with the low break. So, for example, kining 16B is 19 over 14. Nga nung i-consider siya na low is because ubos iya break sa expected nga 21. Ang sa 17B naman is kuan siya low recovery because higher iya break pero iya recovery is lesser than the 3/4 of the break. So, wala na siya, low na sila ang kining 16B o 17B. So, i-may determine as ang low-low. Pero since ang kining 16B is na-low siya tungod sa iya low break, so muna siya gi-check na siya og low-low. And then for the second rule, if both tests are low because of low break, get the fraction expected as denominator. The one with smaller fraction, you have to double check it. So ang kining sa 16b is kon man siya lesser than 21, so low break siya no. Ang kining 17b is gamay siya sa lesser than the 22, so low break sad siya. So sila duha low break. And next you have to do is that to get the fraction. So ang kining 20 as numerator and 21 as the expected. So 21 over 15 man tong expected no. So 20 ang 21 na break mo ginagamit. So 20 over 21 is equals to 0.942. Ang kining sa 17b gamiton nimong given na 18 unya over the expected as denominator. So ang 22. So 18 over 22 is 0.818. So imo na compare ang duha. So asa may mas ubos ang kining 17b. So that's why you will have to check it low ang 17b. And then for the third rule, if both tests are low because of low recovery, get the fraction expected as denominator. The one with smaller fraction, you have to double check it. And as I note, if in number 16b, it should be 2/3 the break is more than 15. Else use 15 as denominator. And number 17b, it should be 3/4 the break is more than 18. Else use 18 as denominator. So for example, okay, so 16b, 21 over 13, number 16b break is greater than 21 or equal ni siya. Equal to 21, which is the expected, di ba? And recovery is less than the 2/3 of the break. So muna consider siya na low. It is because ang expected biya na findings sa 16b is 21 over 15, di ba? Pero since ang iya recovery nga ri is below the expected, so consider siya na low. Ang kining sa 17b nato is 24 over 15, mas taas iya break kay sa 22. Yung error recovery is lesser than 3/4 the break. Okay? Okay, so kaybaw na ka na ang 16b ug 17b nato is tungod na low sila tungod kay low recovery sila. So imo sila kuhaan og fraction. So for the 16b, ang given na 14 kay imo siya yung numerator. Nya asa man gikan ng 15? Okay. Mugamit na ta aning naa nga rin na note. Because ang 2/3 aning 21, if you will compute for it, 21 times 2 divided by 3, so mahimo siya og 14. Anya ang nakabutang nga ri is number 16b should be 2/3 the break more than ang iya 2/3 break is more than 15. Pero since ang 14 nga rin na break is not greater than 15, so you will have to use 15 as denominator. So 14 divided by 15 is equals to 0.933. Ang sa 17b naman, gamiton ang given nga rin na 15 as your numerator. Nya pila may 3/4 aning 24 nato. That is 18. So 15 over 18 is equal to 0.83. So i-compare na nimong 16b ug 17b. So ang 17b ang mas ubos. So muna siyang gina-consider nga low. Okay, let's proceed with test number 14a, dissociated cross-seal, and number 15a, induced Fourier through number 14a. Ang kining 14a, ang net number 14a, ato na siya i-compare sa number 7. So natay 5 ka na rules para ani. So first rule is if net number 14a is greater than number 7, you will check net number 14a high and automatically check number 15 15A low. So muning siyang example. So ang formula aning net number 14A nato is equal to gross number 14A minus 15A over 6 times 19 over 5 if ang ato number 19 finding is less than 5 diodes. Okay? So for this example, kuhaon sa nato ang net number 14A. So simply substitute lang. So ato net number 14A nga rin is gi-substitute ni ang kining 14A na gross. So plus 3 minus 6 as manigikan ang 6 ang kining sa 15A nya over 6 gikan sa kining 15A over 6. So lahi siya atong sa net number 5 no na i-divide siya sa 8. Ang second ng net number 14A is i-divide nimo siyag 6. Wala siya gi-multiply og 19 over 5. It is because ang number 19 finding nato nga rin is greater than 5. So nanatay net number 14A of plus 2. So ang kining net ani is ato ni siya i-compare sa number 7. So asa may mas dako ang net number 14A or ang net number or ang number 7. So ang net number 14A no. So net number 14A is greater than number 7. So by that, since greater man siya, so you check it high. Ang kining number 15A nato is dependent ni siya sa condition sa number 14A. So tungod kay high ang kining number 14A, automatically ang kining number 15A nato is low. For the second rule, if net number 14A is lesser than number 7, check net number 14A low and automatically check number 15A high. So for example, kini lahi na sa given. Net number 14A is equals to plus 1 minus 6 over 6. So yeah, net number 14A nga rin is 0. So since 0 is lesser than the plus 1, so you will check net number 14A low. Nya ang kining 15A dependent man ni siya sa 14A. So since ang 14A nato is low, ang 15A nato is high. And then we also have if net number 14A is equals to 7 and number 15A is equals to 6XO, both are not checked or NC. Okay, for example, kini. So sa example, ang kining net number 14A nato na nakuha is plus 1, which is equal to the number 7 of kining plus 1. Anya ang ato pagid 15A nga rin is equal to 6XO. So sila duha kay NC. Kaya naman sila sa mga expected, no? Then for the fourth rule, if net number 14A is equal to net number 7, pero ang iya number 15A is more than 6XO, you have to check them both high. Okay, for example here, ang net number 14A is plus 150 siya, no? Which is equal to the given nga plus 150 sa number 7. Okay, correct na taning sa first condition. Ngayon, ato 15A nga rin is 9XO, which is more than the expected nga 6XO. And muna na siya. Equal ang net 14A sa number 7. Ang iya 15A is more than 6XO. So, ang kita nga rin is ang 15A. So, you have to check them both high. Unya, if ang ato 15A kay lesser than 6XO, dira nimo sila check them both low. So, sa kini example, ang net number 14A kay the same ra kanina na kuan. This is E. E na ni siya. Kay kalima na siya. So, ang net number 14A no, kay the same ra siya sa number 7. Ang imra sa gitaon nga rin is ang 15A if dako ba siya or mas gamay siya sa 6XO. Pero since ang nga rin na given is 15A is lesser than the expected of 6XO, so low siya. Low sila duha. And also, if kuanday i-take notes din total near if press bayop. So if ang ato gi kuan nga rin, if given kay na ay add plus 1 ba kaha, so imo na kuhaon ang iya total near sa ha before nimo siya i-compare sa net number 14A. So for example, ang kining number 7 is plus 150 add 1. So dili siya ma-equal aning net number 14A because lahi man ang iya total near sa mga perspective na ha. And now let's proceed with an example from the top jud ni siya. So ang ato nahon kay ang pag-check aning number 3. Okay. So ang saon na siya, number 3 is less than 0.5 fexo. Ang 0.5 mo na siya ang expected no. So since less than man siya, we have to check it low. The next na ato i-check na analytical test is ang number 4. Pero need pa man na nato kitaon ng net, so ato na siya solve. So net number 4 is equals to GNL minus WDL. So ang kining plus 1, ato na siya minus og 2. So net number 4 is minus 1. So ang kining minus 1, ato na siya compare sa number 7 finding, which is minus negative 1.25. So asa may mas dako ani nila ang kining negative 1 diop because less minus siya no, less minus. So net number 4 is less minus or greater than number 7. So by that, imo siya gina check high. For the number 5, imo sad siya kuhaan og net. Ang formula imo ginagamit, so gross number 5 minus number 15A over 8. Since ang our ato number 19 nga ri is greater than 5 diopts, so wala to siya ang 19 over 5 na i-multiply. So simply substitute lang ang kining 2 nga ri sa gross, nya ang 8 as nagikan ang 15A, ang 8. So 2 minus 1, so may mo siyang plus 1. Ang kining plus 1 nga to na net is ato na siya i-compare sa net number 4. So asa may mas dako? Ang net number 5. So net number 5 is greater than net number 4. So that's why check high. Ang sa number 6 ato gihapon na siya kuan og net. So net number 6, gross number 6 is subtracted to the 0.25. So muna na siya negative 1 ang answer. And since ang ato net number 6 ato na siya compare sa net number 4, the same raman sila, so not check siya. Kay equal raman. The next analytical test kay ang 8. Okay? Ang 8 ato na siya compare sa expected finding of 0.5 exo. And since 4 exo is greater than 0.5 exo, so you will check it high. Ngarita sa number 9. Ang number 9 kay ang sa to siyang expected finding mo na siya ang 7 to 9 prism. Unya ang kining 8 prism is naara siya inside sa range aning 7.7 to 9. So NC siya, not checked. And then for the 10, ang number 10 nato is greater ang iya break kay greater than 19 pero iya recovery is lesser than 1/2 the break. Ang say recovery nato nga ri is ang 8. Ang 1/2 the break is ang half aning 20 which is ang 10. So ang 10 kay mas dako atong 8 no. So man ang gini consider siya na low. So check low. Then next is number 11. Ang number 11 is ang break niya is greater than 9. Pero iya recovery sad kay less than 1/2 the break. So low recovery siya, so check low. And then Since number 10 and number 11 are both low, tungod ang iya pagka-low kay tungod kay low recovery sila duha. So, kuon nimo ila fraction. Ang given as numerator kining sa 8, anya ang 10 as the expected. So 8 over 10 is equals to 0.8. And then sa number 11 is ang kining 4, ang na-given is aton ang numerator, ang 5 kay ang sa expected. So 4 over 5 is equals to 0.8. And since ang fraction nila duha is the same gyud, since mga real numbers sila, 0.8 is equals to 0.8. So okay, number 10 and 11 are the same. So both of them, wala sila yung low-low. No low-low. Okay? So wala kayo double check na. And then sa number 13b, which is 7XO, ang kining 7XO is i-compare na siya sa normal expected finding nga 6XO. So 7 is greater than 6, so that's why check high. And then sa number 14a, again, kay imo sa pangitaon ang not number 14a, which is equal to gross number 14a minus number 15a over 6. And then, simply substitute lang ang 14a kining plus 1. Ibutang are, yung 15a is kining 8XO. So 8 over 6. So 6 na iya i-divide no. Again, wala gigamit ang katong times 19 over 5 because ang number 19 na to is more than 5 diopts. So, i-compute lang na sila. So, ang net number 14a na to is negative 0.33. Ang kining net number 14a na to is ato na siya compare sa number 7 nga negative 1.25. So, asa may mas dakuan yung net number 14a or ang number 7? Ang net number 14a because it is less minus no. So, since it is more than sa number 7, so you have to check it high. So, as you may have noticed na, so far, basta nakalasda na siya is check low gid na siya. If more than na siya is check high gid na. The same as kining sa number 10 ug 11. Nalagi siya mga more than sign pero since na may siya less than na sign, mo nang gi check low sad siya. Okay, for the 15A is mo depende ni siya sa 14A now. And since 14A kay na-check high siya, ang 15A na to is automatically low. And then for the 16B, kay ang iya break is less than 21. So, automatic, check low siya. Kay ubos man iya break. As for the 17B, iya break is also lesser than 22, which is ang expected na break unta. And then, since ang 16B na to ug ang 17B are both low due to low break, so imo na sila i-compare through fraction. So, imo igamiton ang 20 nga given, kining 20 nga break. So, 20 over 21, asa man ang given ang 21 sa expected. So, 20 over 21 is equals to 0.952. Ang ato 17B is gamiton na ang 20, unya over the 22, asa ni 22 gikan sa expected na break. So 20 over 22 is equals to 0.909, which is now our low kay mas gamay ang 17B kaysa sa 16B. So mo nang duha siya ka blue check. And that muna na siyang sa example. So now let's have a practice. You may pause the video para maka-answer mo, para makakopy sad mo sa given. And this is all mura ni siyang kuan practice na himo nako. So I guess that ends for this video for the first mechanic of case analysis checking. I'm not sure if makahimo ko sa uban mechanics of case analysis, but stay tuned. And thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have learned anything from this checking. Bye bye.